Hi everybody! Today I am going to be showing you my TBR for the Disney read-along. If you don't know what the Disney read-along is, I will leave a link to my announcement video up in the card in the corner, but it is a Disney-themed readathon that I am hosting from May 6th to the 12th. It's 5 reading challenges that are all based off of Disney characters, movies, etc. So I'm going to be telling you all the reading challenges and what books I plan to read for them. So the first challenge is Frozen. Read a book that is set during winter. For this I'm going to be reading Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. This is the first book in what I thought was going to be a series or trilogy, but apparently this came out I think in 2016 and a sequel for it hasn't been released or talked about at all. So I think this maybe had been canceled or something, like your favorite TV show. But I read the Dorothy Must Die series by Danielle Page and I really enjoyed it. So I actually bought this book before I had even read that series. I bought this book when it had first come out and it's been like 2 years and I haven't read it, so I'm going to now. This actually works perfect for this challenge because I believe this is actually a Snow Queen retelling, and it says, "In a frozen world, a queen will rise." So I think this is very fitting for this challenge. Challenge 2 is Dory. Read a book you forgot you owned. Now I have plenty of books for this challenge because I have a lot of my books are double stacked and I tend to forget a lot of the books that are behind the ones in the front. So one of them is Stealing Snow by Danielle Page, and I'm probably just going to be ending up reading this one for that challenge. Next challenge is Aurora's Dress. Read a book with pink and blue on the cover. For this I'm going to be reading Snow City by G.A. Catherines. I was sent this book for review, so I should probably finally get around to reviewing it, so I'm going to be reading this for that challenge, and it's pretty short and the font seems pretty big, so it shouldn't be too hard to read. Next challenge is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Read a book that is part of a trilogy, and I actually have 2 possible books for this. Well, 2 possible trilogies because I'm currently in the middle of reading 2 different trilogies and I'm not sure which book in either trilogy I'm going to be on when the readathon comes around. So the first one I'm reading is Delirium, which is the first book in the Delirium trilogy. I'm currently only like 100 pages into it, so I really need to get more reading on this done. So I'll probably either end up reading this one or its sequel, which I think is Pandemonium, or I'm going to end up reading Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Grisha trilogy. Only about 25 pages into this one, so we'll see which book I pick up. I feel like Delirium is going to be a little bit easier to read, so I could probably read it a little bit faster. We will see when the time comes, whatever I feel like reading in the moment. And then the 5th challenge is Cinderella, which is just to read the original Cinderella story by the Brothers Grimm and to watch the Disney animated film. So obviously for this one I'm going to be just reading the Cinderella fairy tale, which isn't very long and you can find it online. I know a couple people were talking about how they didn't have it so they couldn't read it, but you can find it online. So yeah, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're going to be participating in the Disney read-along and what books you plan on reading. And yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!